Okay, hello everyone. Welcome back to Midwest F1 League. It's kind of been a 2 week hiatus, an unfortunate one because I don't know how to work my computer, but I called in a friend and he came in and fixed it for me. So we're back. Unfortunately, I was not able to cast Division 4 last week, and I am back with Division 1 this week, but instead of going to Division 2 next week, I will be giving the Division 4 guys some screen time. So be ready for that next week, Division 4 drivers. I messed up by not getting you in, but I will. So be prepared and be excited. And it would be another race week without myself, for that being Crash McQueen, forgetting to get some water before the stream. So I'm going to be very parched during so, or you might just hear me scatter off to the washroom to fill up my water bottle. So be prepared for that. But another thing you be prepared for is Zandvoort in Netherlands here. A very fun track, one that has some history in Midwest F1, it being the first technical race ever in Midwest F1 League. So history it has, all the way back when, nearly 2 years ago now, this was the initial test track for the drivers joining. So it plays its part in the history of Midwest, and we're gonna try and write some more history today with the Division 1 drivers. But a man looking to write his name into the Midwest history books is our championship leader there, Scavney 720, closely followed by Ryan Rods here. Ryan Rods keeps chipping away at that gap, but can't quite get it close enough. Mystic Joker falls down to fourth now, and his three-peat is coming in major jeopardy. Or does he already have a three-peat? No. Won season 1. No, he doesn't. That's what I thought. And we're back to surfing on the air. Mystic won season 3, season 4. Jacko won season 2. Kenny won season 1. Okay, so this is his attempt at a three-peat, but it is becoming a little bit farther away with every race. Scavney, like I said, leads the way. Consistency has paid off for that man up at the top. So hopefully he can keep that until the end of the year. And if he does so, then he will find himself with the win. But if you look to the right side of your screen there, you can see the three drivers in the relegation zone there. Jinnit to win it in one of them, being in one of them, a surprising one, as he has had his couple of top 5 finishes here in Division 1 and has not had the season that he was hoping for. But does that carry over to the Constructors' Championship? Not too. Well, yes, it does actually. His teammate, good to have you back. Thank you very much, Mother. Really appreciate that. Good to have you back in chat as well. His teammate seems to be carrying the load. Ryan Rods in 5th right now. Jen. They were my pick for the Constructor of the Year, but it's looking like the McLaren team of Matt Rosie and Smith Pell is proving as well consistency pays off. Closely followed by the brother tandem in the Alfa Romeos of Mystic Joker and Sui. And Ferrari, always there, as it seems, in the Midwest F1 League. No matter what team it is, they always find themselves in the top 5, right now being 3rd. Haas as well, the British duo, with Willands and Impossible Bacon sitting in 4th. And the rest of the teams need to pick up their crap. But how did it get us this last week? How did it get us this? Well, last week's result saw Matt Rosie with back-to-back wins. And he's finding a little bit of late season form here, really. And that would be his 6th podium of the season. Like I said, back-to-back wins. And he did find a little bit of form in the mid-season, and then he fell off ever so slightly. But now he's back on back-to-back podiums, and he's back-to-back wins, actually. And he's really stamping it down for the McLaren. Matt Rosie really hunting that Constructors' Championship with his teammate Smith Pell. But we'll take a look at what has happened this season. All those numbers beside the drivers are the amount of podiums that they've had. And you can see Mystic Joker has 8. Matt Rosie with 6 right now. So he's just has potential to catch and overtake him for most podiums this season. But even with Mystic Joker missing a couple races, he still leads the way. I'll bring up the drivers' lineup potentially for the last time here in Division 1 to see, or for this set of drivers here, and potentially the last time for a couple of these drivers to see their names up on the Division 1 board. So as we can see, the McLarens there on the middle left of your screen there. Matt Rosie and Smith Pell having a phenomenal year. And you know what? I'm just going to show this graphic because I'm proud of it. So yeah, take it in because I made it all by myself. Let's see. Looks like we're about to get going into the lobby here. I've got a couple of minutes. While I do so, I shall take you through what has happened in Season 5 of Division 2. And last week saw Edgar Aero Racing and Forza Juve. Forza with a big podium there, coming third. Really needing to do so, as he's found some struggles. And for me to prove it to you, I will show you here. He's actually in one of the relegations positions. All those green drivers are drivers that have been lately promoted in the season and have a immunity chip, pretty much. They cannot be relegated. They've been added too late up in the season and is deemed unfair. So Forza Juve with a big podium, trying to close that gap to KD 36,700 and Evil Prime as well. So it's a really tough go, but doing his best he can. Young DJ CJ and Nero Nix as well in the demotion spots. And of course the Division 2 Constructors Championship here. McLaren as well leads the way here. McLaren sitting in Division 1 and Division 2 top step constructors wise. So can they hold that for the last couple races of the season? It will be tough, but the McLaren boys in Division 2 are doing a great job. Who are those McLaren boys in Division 2? Well, if you didn't catch it earlier there, why they, of course, not these two, because these two are recently promoted. So McLaren has actually been a misfit of drivers to have led themselves up into that Constructors Championship win here. McLaren having a great youth program, as it seems. I'll show you here. Dirty Boy Jackson and Killer XL have not been racing for them all season. I cannot remember who it has been, but everyone rotating through the McLaren camp has done a really good job. And, yeah, looking really good. Division 2 is showing. Ew, a full year, Nikki. Let's go, man. Appreciate that. Shows you've been around for a little while. Nikki, you're doing pretty good there. Nikki, you were initially on controller. Correct me if I'm wrong. Right? Now you're on the wheel. If you're still there. Let's see here. We have a moment to go over the LOL, he left. Yeah, he gone. We have a moment to go over the Division 4 driver lineup so you can see what we'll be getting ourselves into for next week. I've got a couple of comrades down in there, that being Noganator and Dead Text Matchers. Little shout out to them. Mystic is on controller tonight. Dun, dun, dun. You heard it here first, folks. Straight from the horse's mouth. Mother Ellie dropping the info that Mystic Joker going for the controller tonight. I have no idea why, but crazy to see. We'll see how that pans out. That will be extremely difficult for him to get the job done in closing that Drivers' Championship gap. Murfincelli is got a couple more turns to go, and then we will be, he said his wheel said night-night earlier today. Ouch. That's not what you want to hear. But, oh, I need to get my, all right. Oops, I got the camera up. Get rid of that. There we go. All right, now we're into qualifying here. We're on board with Murfincelli. Now, in races past, we've seen turn 1 being a multiple line corner really on attack and defense. Some drivers go around the outside to try and set up that turn 2, and as well as turn 4. Is it a fake turn? No, it's turn 3. Turn 3, of course, IRL. The outside line was actually quicker, going around deep and swinging it through and up over the bump there. It was actually quicker than diving down in tight along the inside line. And the man to have found that was, of course, Fernando Alonso, one of the greats of the sport today. But we're still riding out Murphy here. Seeing what he can do. We're seeing a fairly clean lap here. He's opted for the soft right out of the gate. We have Lando Norris gone, also known as JC Blackley. And a Mercedes pulled off to the side there, turn 3. We got Mercancelli coming over with a 111.302. Way off of our all-time fastest qualifying. Ryan Rods overtakes him, going into low 111s. We've got a Mercedes of Scavney, followed by McLaren of Matt Rosie. J-Cast, yes it is. Alma Jacko is starting a hot lap. Must have gone invalid. Capital going 6th. Will Ans, followed by the Red Bull of what I imagine is Texas Speech, but Will Ans will come to the pit. Actually, it's Cake Thomas coming around the final turn. GSR Edwin said his first time on the mediums as well. Doing purple in sector 3. Smith Powell now over the line. And, oh shoot, Texas Speech missed him, but he did come second. Okay, and looks like it's going to be the first run of hot laps here. Unless that's held. Oh, yeah, he's caught up there in sector 3, letting drivers pass. Now we got a time coming over for Cake Thomas here. And he goes second actually on those softs, right behind Smith Hill. Matt Rosie, highest driver on the mediums so far. Let's do Joker. Let's see what he can do on the controller. I wonder if I could beat him on the controller. He's got a decent touch so far, but we've only seen a couple of turns from him. Going purple through sector 2. Okay. I feel like Mother Ellie may be capping here. Potentially a little bit of bait for me to praise Mystic even further if he does do so good on the controller. But here we go. Where is he going to end up with his first time set? And it will be pole. A 110.292. Well, Gal Zooks, that is quite low in comparison to the rest of the field. We'll see if that holds up. Looks like Super Nina has to start a hot lap. Jin as well. Is that Jacko? Imagine he's into the pits. Will Ans as well to start a hot lap. Got a Red Bull coming around the final turn. That means that's probably Cake Thomas. Next one over, looks like it's going to be Sui here. Oh, okay. So he is going controller today. Here we go. Yellow in sector 1. It just looks like a car being led by Sui over the line. Into 12th right now. And hell yes, my man can even on controller. Well done. Manager's going to come into the pit here. Okay, I believe that's Ninas. Can't quite catch his sector splits. Just come around the final turn. Over the line for 15th, not what Ninas was hoping for. Jin going 13th. And Will shooting up to 6th. Merc of Hell to start a hot lap. Matt Rosie about to. Sui to come into the pit. Just make sure we're not going to miss anyone here. Rods to start one. revving the piss out of his engine. Possible bacon way off this time. Maybe it might just be Dace here to catch his splits again. See what Dace can do. He is known for... How do I join? The exclamation point Discord. And let me know if you need an up-to-date link. But there you go, Dace going second. It's a big question, Crash. Where's the mojito? Actually, no mojito tonight. I will do it. I need to do a season finale. I will put it in my phone. I will put it in my phone. Let me know if that link doesn't work there, CJ Folk. And if you could do so, I mean, you're already here. You might as well follow. You don't even have to watch us again. Just a follow would be very appreciated. There you go. 16th place for Helg right now. Scavney, his teammate, to start. I believe that's Matt Rosie going pole, but just nearly going into the 109s. Is that Texas speech? No. Ryan Rods is invalid. I think it's out of date. Okay, give me a second here for a lull in the action. I'll fire in another link in the chat there. Been following for a bit. Oh. Well, B. Wow, you've been following for quite a while, man. And that was your first time chatting? Smith Pell is out of the session. We'll get on board with his teammate here. And is he... I don't see any damage. Might be some front right damage. Yes, we are at 175 followers, so everyone is appreciated. Or 275 followers. Of course, the goal at the beginning of the season was 300, but some unforeseen circumstances kind of led us to not us streaming as much as we'd like to, but we do have plans and a hope to do so. Cake Thomas is down on his time right now, and he will, or up on his time, and he will overtake Cake. Jcast way off of his time. Of course, subbing in tonight is Jcast. Stepping up into the Alpine, or the Williams seat in relief of Yolmir. Do we have a Ferrari out of fuel? No, we have a spun out Murph and Selly. That is Will Ans coming around the corner there, followed by his Ferrari teammate Capital, who is as well in aid of the Ferrari team. Him in for Tiger NASCAR. And Bacon with the huge subscription, making it a 4-month streak and half a year deep. Now Scav needs to try and improve on his time, and he goes 11th. But we will be trying to have some improvements to the overall viewer experience come next season. Things have just gotten very busy for a lot of the heart and soul of Midwest. And we do have hopefully some plan in place to better the experience, not just every Thursday, but to extend it as we have before. Hopefully getting at least 3 days a week of streaming for all you lovely folks to enjoy. I still want the hoodie. Ah, Mother Ellie, I actually just got a hoodie. 1 second. Okay, I put the hoodie on. I had to. I just got it. last week. Actually, on Saturday. I just ordered for the first time on Saturday. But give me a second here. We'll pull up everyone's favorite crash cam. There we go. It is pretty cool. I will say so myself. Let's make that smaller. You know, that actually might be a little bit better to do that. Okay. So we are still on board with Dace here. Might have Sui coming over the line, and he is a half a second up and will improve up into 17th place, overtaking Super Ninas. Cake Thomas to start a hot lap soon. Looks like we got a fast moving Williams, and that is J Cast. Up on his time, but not by a whole hell of a lot. Let me switch over to, I believe that was Dace. See what Dace is doing. Who's he have behind him? How did you get the hoodie? Did you ordered? Did you actually order one? It is actually a nice hoodie. I do enjoy it. I needed it. No, Dace is into the pit. I needed a hoodie. Matt Rosie slows up and goes on his hot lap to try and improve on his time. Murphy into 9th. We have a Merc coming around the final turn, followed by a Williams. We have Jacko. Merc is into the pit. Jacko is not. Capital. Okay, so Jacko's up into 6th place. Now we got a couple of hot laps to start here. Sui is running out of fuel, trying to get it over the line. That's Ninas. That's J-Cast, but he's not going for a lap here. The next one is Matt Rosie here. Matt Rosie isn't beating out his time all too much right now. No, you were going to send me the link when they started selling them. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I don't know when they're going to start selling them again. Well, I ordered this like a little while ago. It might have been even last year. Can't quite remember here, but Matt Rosie into the pit. Doesn't feel like that was the one. Is that Nias? No. Who is the next over? I want one. I'm jelly. You know, they're pretty cool. I was a little nervous of getting the hoodie, to be honest, but I've got a lot of swag, as they say. I got a shirt, socks, hat, toque, bucket hat here. Now we're ready to watch some racing. I mean, come on. Like, come on. Yeah, it's freaking sick, okay? I was so happy to get this thing. First thing I did was I wore it to a boys' poker night. Beauty. And I shit you not, I put my second buy-in in my hat. So right when the timer was about to hit for the buy-ins, just throw it all in. you double up, you're good. If you lose it, just buy in again. Right when that timer was about to hit, threw it all in, lost it, took the hat off, pulled the 20 out, bang, I'm back in the game. People were impressed. Matt Rosie once again going on another hot lap. And let me catch myself back up with what the hell is going on here. Okay, so Ryan Rods went up to second on some 2-lap old softs. Who's that coming around the final turn? The checkered flag is erased. Edwin's into the pit. Ninas currently sitting in 12th. Not going to improve. Way off the pace. Mystic Joker. Where's he going to go? Oh, up into second. Just missing out by 1/10 of a second. We've got a Mercedes of Helg leading text-to-speech. He's coming into the pit. Helg goes 12th. Ryan Rods cannot improve. Scavney now up on his time. Where's he going to go? He can go up to around 7th, potentially 8th. Looking like it. No, 10th, loses a little bit of time. Haas of Impossible into 13th. Matt Rosie around the final turn, and he is not going for it here. And Will Ans is out of fuel, and that looks like that will be the end of qualifying. But yeah, a pretty good one. Matt Rosie looking to stamp his domination and make it a turkey of race wins in a row. Don't believe we've had a turkey yet this season. Going back to the results. Love it when I click the wrong thing on my computer. Okay. Just pulling up the full results here. We can see if we've had a turkey. No, one turkey. Very beginning of the season, Mystic, Abu Dhabi, Suzuka, and Monza got the turkey. So Matt Rosie is looking for a turkey of his own here. We've had turkeys of podiums. Ryan Rods went 3 straight podiums. Mystic Joker went 4 to start the season. Matt Rosie had a turkey of podiums, going 3rd, 2nd, and then 1st. Texas Speech and Mystic actually has had 2 turkey of podiums. Texas Speech just missed out on one, and Ryan Ross just missed out on one, not podium last week. So Matt Rosie looking for a turkey of wins, as I've said, for the 17th time. But here we go. The qualifying order is Matt Rosie, Mystic Joker, Ryan Rods, Texas Speech, GSR Edwin, Dace, Will Ans, Impossible Bacon, Cake Thomas, and Scavney will all start on the softs. Smith, Pell, and Murphy will be the first 2 on the option. Impossible Bacon, Helg, Super Ninas, J-Cast, Jinit to Win It, Sui, Capital, and Lando Norris, also known as JC Blackley, for those that have been around for a while. You know, I was looking back and watching some highlights of the 2010 World Cup, and that one was actually really fun. That was actually a good World Cup. 2014 one was actually a really good World Cup. 2018, I'd like to say kind of disappointed a little bit. Not gonna lie. It had its moments, but I feel like the 2014 one was extremely magical. So very magical. I got that song stuck in my head now. This one's for Africa. Okay. It actually isn't a bad idea to keep the camera up there, because it just blocks the navigation. I mean, then everyone can come in and see what Midwest has to offer in regards to beauty. But anywho, we've got the Division 3 Drivers' Championship here for everyone before we get into it. Wasn't able to beforehand, but Ray leads the way. Dusty Lusky in second. Pork Chops in third, but he's already said that he will stay down in Division 3 for next season as well. Feels like there's quicker drivers to send through the ranks than for him to go back up into Division 2. An honorable man, keeps on promoting himself and demoting himself. This will be the second potential time, back-to-back seasons, where Pork Chops will earn promotion and decides not to go. What an owner, ladies and gentlemen, our Lord and leader, Pork Chops. God, whatever. Anywho, on to everyone else. Of course, you see a couple of drivers there. Buck, Mailmere, and Frontrunner all safe from relegation. Guitar Man Khan just are Rompinello, and the Warrior all in starvation right now and attempting to survive Division 3 and avoid getting sent down in Division 4. Constructors Championship, as it stands right now, Williams leads the way. Ferrari up in to the top 2 with Mercedes just barely behind. Alpine and Haas round at the top 5, and all the other teams need to get better. Looking at our past podiums for the season, Race Day got his first. Rockstar 2 Vanker got his first as well, and Dusty Lusky with his or hers 5th of the season. But like I said, Division 4 to come next week. What does Division 4 Drivers' Championship look like? Well, it looks exactly like this. I'll give you that. Grumpy Old Catman, HSVDT, and Racing Ginger currently sitting in promotion places. Uncle Ulek Colvin in 4th right now, trying to catch Racing Ginger with only a couple races to go. So every point counts right now, and Racing Ginger needs finishes. That is for sure. But Big Pack, Born Shed, and Guitar Maniac currently sitting in a relegation zone right now. Jose Miguel and EVG Hayden as well, safe from late promotions. So it'll be a very fun one next week when we go live in Australia. I don't unfortunately have a track picture for that, but what I do have is a track picture for Zandvoort, and that's where we're in right now. The cars are just finishing up their formation lap, and we will get right into it. If you have any questions in chat, be sure to ask. I am very active with it, so I can do as much as you want. Who's the best to DM if I want to race? Well, you simply just have to sign up there, CJ Folk, and your turn will arise. But every week we do take on as many reserves as we possibly can, so as long as you're constantly checking in as a reserve, there's a good chance you will race every week, to be honest. So be sure to do so, and you will get your opportunities. And if you are unknown, then you will start down low, and you have to work your way up. But actually, everyone has to start down low and works their way up. But those that are quicker do get fast-tracked. So we want to try and even out the divisions as much as possible. And all the divisions seem to be getting faster and faster every season with quicker and quicker drivers coming in. But there's always room for any skill difficulty that you are in, as we are 7 divisions deep, and we do accommodate to anyone and everyone. Controller, wheel, chopsticks, if you're able to hook those up, give her a go and we'll put you in. So with that being said, best of luck to all those drivers here, and hopefully this isn't a glitch lobby. Is it a glitch lobby? Looking a little glitched. Not the good news, not the good news. Why would you rejoin? We're about to start what? Waiting on Halligan text. Oh. Shows a pit stop strategy. Okay, it looks like they're just trying to get this one sorted out. Oh, bye-bye. Accept and report. Well, there is a reason why we had this made up. And damn, just like that, we're back. What the hell is going on? Sounds like some early pits. Matt Rosie already into the pit. A very weird start. Texas Speech second to Mystic Joker. We'll look at the position changes here and see what we missed at the start. Dace starting off hot, picking up 3 positions. Jacko and Cake as well, picking up some positions. We got to credit that to some of these drivers losing a lot of positions. Ryan Rods being one and Matt Rosie being the other. But Mystic Joker is up in the lead right now, even on controller. Looking strong. Ouch, that sucked. It needs restarting. The lobby? But we are on board with Jacko. And he is trying to close the gap to Edwin, as well as Edwin doing the same to Dace. Mystic trying to increase that gap over a second, and is just able to get Texas Speech out. Sorry to ask a lot of questions, but where do I sound like I was a reserve driver? Yeah, no worries. Right in Thursday sign up there. Division 1 Thursdays. Sorry, Jin, it's not my place. I didn't see anything that happened. It's up to the lobby host to decide if the race is to be restarted. Helg is the man to divert your questions to. I don't think you saw, but I glitched out, so I didn't even see what happened. And I'm blind on the first lap and a half of this race. Big Rig Goal, Possible Bacon. Trying to close the gap to Mercantile here. Let's get to Caston here. Possible about 4/10 back. Just trying to slot in. Murph is doing the best he can to try and close that gap to the driver ahead. Capital on the softs. Stuck behind some medium compound drivers here. Smithville doing a good job staying within the gap to Scavney, as well being on the harder tire compound. And Texas Speech has spun, and he drops all the way down the order. Edwin now trying to get an overtake on Days. ERS, DRS are deployed. Drag down into turn 1. Dace can't quite defend it. Edwin was too far ahead and he goes up into second place. But there's a 3-second gap between himself and Mystic Joker. Mystic on the controller. Doing quite the job so far. And I didn't see exactly how it started, but it's been uncontested since I've been here. Fastest lap of 9.3 seconds. Wow. That is an unbelievable lap. Did you get it figured out there, CJ Folk? Dave's trying to follow Edwin through here. Might be Dace's turn to try and get ahead. Or is he just going to let him go and hopefully he can close that gap to Mystic? It's a pretty decent run out of the final turn. He's going to have a shout into turn 1. Yellow flags in sector 2. That looks like Nina spun around. And Dace will go down and come across and through. Smith Pell has left the session, it says. I don't see any problems. I can tell the lights in there was fine. A big crash happened and that fell back. Tough can't join back, so his race is fucked too. I don't have answers for you, man. I'm sorry. Honestly. I don't. Oh! Will Ans is hard into the wall. And is that his race? Full wing gone and spins nearly. And that's Capital out. And Impossible Bacon was involved in that. And that was a very awkward collision there. And Capital in his Division 1 driving debut, I believe. Actually, no, I think he's had another race up in Division 1. Is out of this session. As well as Ryan Rods. Ryan Rods is gone too. Where is Ryan Rods on the track? I don't even see him. GSR Edwin's out of the track. Is this getting a lobby reset? Okay, Coast, your host and Crash, can you please send starting order? Starting order. We'll have to do this. Oh shoot. Won't have it all. No. Okay, well, while we wait, we'll pull this up. Well, this kind of stinks. Was really excited for this race, but seems like we're going to be taking a little longer than we hoped that we would, which is great because I have a soccer game that I need to go to right out. I can't get the qualifying, Crash McQueen. I can get the qualifying. Okay, cool. Get the qualifying then. Yeah, looking like it's going to be a restart. Well, not looking like it is going to be a restart. I have it. you. What can we do? Maybe we just gotta wait for the lobby to get set up. Shouldn't be too long. Yes, but if you could stand by ever so patiently, it would be very much appreciated. It has been a long day, I can tell you that much, chat. I had an early morning start. Got to bed at 10, got out of bed at 2:45. Drove to work, got there for 3:30. Did a pull in a manhole in downtown Vancouver. Finished it pretty quickly. Then had to go back to the shop and meet my coworkers for the normal shift at 6:30. Worked until 11 in a building. Then that building had a fire. Then I went home because I couldn't work anymore. Then I watched COD. My team got upset, and I was really pissed off. So to settle myself down, I watched bridge building videos. And that seemed to do the job. And now I'm here. And of course, after we're done here, I've got to go straight to a soccer game. Got to go win. We're in the cup. We lose, we're done. Thursday night at 8:15. How gross of a game is that? How gross of a time. Yeah. Yeah. Don't like that. It's going to be a long day. And I'm pretty sure I've got to drive in the carpool tomorrow. So that's fun. That's the real crappy thing about online lobbies. Still waiting for that new lobby to get going here. What can I do to keep everyone entertained? I went through all of my Went through all of my info that I had. You know what? What I can do, I can go get my Midwest toque. Yeah. All right. Not too bad. Oh, that's where the logo is. Thank you, Mother Ellie. I appreciate that. But you know what? Honestly, sometimes a really long day is good. I mean, I don't. I mean, obviously, I do like sleep. I'll get some nice sleep on a Saturday, but um, do it while you're young, right? So we're still waiting for the lobby to get going here. Waiting to go to soccer. But I mean, looking back at everything that's happened and where we've come from, the Midwest F1 League is always good to show appreciation to everyone that has played their part in the league. So with that, I do say thank you to you and all those that have stopped by in Twitch chat from time to time, followed us. Every follow is very much appreciated. That I know that is said so much by streamers and everything. And I mean, I guess we're streamers, but we're just a community that enjoys putting on a product that people like to indulge in, and appreciation from those that watch is surely felt. So I feel like I say thanks a lot, but I mean, gotta start somewhere. Still waiting for this bloody lobby. How did that get deleted? Man, what should I do? I feel like I should do something. I'm not good at the game, so it won't be entertaining. I'm weird. I don't like wearing toques without a hat underneath them. It just toques make my hair feel all weird after. I need a hat. Yeah, but anything exciting happening in anyone's day to day? Anything? Man, the Discord chat is just an absolute joke sometimes. We got an invite. We got ourselves an invite. Taking forever to join. Do today's Wordle. I already did, man. That's a good one, though. What was it again? It's like lowly. No, boring, amazing, chill day. Nice, good to hear. Always love to hear when there's a chill day. There we go. Might need to restart the game. All right. Oh my god, I can't read this chat sometimes. These guys just make me like want to bash my head in. There we go. We're back in the lobby. Oh my god. Okay, we're just gonna get right into the race though. Oh my god. Did you ever do Nerdle Exotic? You ever try that? Nerdle's tough. Nerdle is for the geeks. And I do love them. Oh my god, this is exhilarating. Of course, this lobby happens on the day that I gotta go to soccer. God, it looks like we're about to freaking finally get in. I'm just honestly, I won't be offended if you go back and watch this on YouTube later. Or anyone that's on YouTube right now, you should have skipped a while ago. There's nothing that's happening. I'm just trying to read for updates. They're still getting the lobby settings figured out. Oh my God. Here's your proof. There's nothing happening. Nothing has been going on. Oh my God, we're finally reading up. Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. Oh my God, it is finally back. Oh man. Itchy foot. Here we go. We're about to get into it. We did kind of get into it, then we didn't get into it, and then we tried to try again to get into it, but then we didn't get into it. All right. I think we're going to have a formation lap, and then we'll be right back at it. Get into our 36 laps. I'm going to be so late to soccer. Okay, so we are doing a formation lap. Okay, so a formation lap to come, and then we can get back into the bloody race. Looks like everyone's here. I guess it was an honor rule for everyone taking the same tire. Oh, Callie Rob with the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Love to see it. Followed at a good time here because you just missed all the bullshit of us waiting for the lobby to get back going after the glitched one, after the race restart. You missed me complaining about how I'm going to be super late to soccer now because of it. But I've already told them that I'm going to anyway, so that's what it is. I've got to go bail them out. If I got to go bail them out, I got to go bail them out, so let's see how it goes. I will, of course, update everyone on the results of the soccer game after the fact. We're currently in the quarterfinals here of the Division 3 and 4 Cup. Only Division 3 teams left, us being one of them. Big game against Pacific United. So we'll see what we can do. Yes, the Pacific United, like the whole Pacific Ocean United. Yeah. They copped that name. Somehow they copped that name. And we copped the name the Misfits. So yeah. But without further ado, and if there's further ado, I'm probably going to leave. We've got red lights, and they are gone. Matt Rosie trying to get a second chance at holding off first place into turn 1, and we see it this time, but it does not happen. Mystic Joker takes the lead going through turn 1, sends it around the outside, does Matt Rosie, and is able to collect the position back for second at least on Ryan Rods. Now he's got to go work on chasing down Mystic Joker here on the controller, and we'll see if he can do it coming into the slalom. And through turn 7 and then into the hard break of turn 8 after coming on this right-hander here. There's a corner or two ahead. But Zandvoort can be dangerous, I guess. It definitely can be dangerous, but it can be very venturing. You can find yourself on one wrong curb, and off you go and into Barrier. But everyone looks to be clean so far. The Mystic Joker, of course, he had some difficulties there. I'm not sure if he got tangled up with another driver here. But looking at the position changes, and not much really has happened. Mercantelli picking up 2 spots. Not good for Scavney. Scavney's actually on those softs, so he, in his mind, and in a lot of drivers' mind, shouldn't be losing positions to a driver on the slower compound of the tire. Mercantelli is doing good of keeping pace with this group. Up ahead, Mr. Joker taking the fastest lap early on here. Almajacco trying to get a good run down on Will Ans into turn 1, but he was fairly close at one point, and so close that nearly bumped the back of his gearbox there, but was able to avoid. Sui picks up a position, or sorry, Lando Norris picks up a position on Sui. Capital as well getting a position on Sui. Sui is on those medium tires, so. Oh, and Capital loses it and goes into the wall. Jin is able to swerve and avoid, and a VSC comes out. And why not start the race with the VSC? You may just hear me bitter the whole race. Fair warning. We'll see when this VSC is ending. Capital, of course, is picked back up and is back on track, facing the proper way, making headway now towards the pit. Cheer up, I got on track. No, I'm fine. I am. Jacko and Will Ans really getting into it here, and there goes Will, and I don't know how Scavney was able to avoid Will, and Will, who did he collect there? Who got a piece of Will? Was that J-Cast? Must be J-Cast as he's heading into the pit. I did not catch a good glimpse of whose fault that was. It was definitely contact with Jacko, and now Super Ninas and Helga made contact, and Helga does a good job of saving it, but now he's really under pressure here from Jin. But Jin does back away. And now Super Ninas has lost it. And Super Ninas is able to get back on track. Honestly, this wouldn't be a bad idea at this point to turn opposite the person. But Another yellow flag. That's Capital on the hards now. Trying to make those work. Matt Rosie trying to follow Mystic Joker, but Mystic's doing a good job on those softs and that controller. That Mercancelli getting past Smith Powell may have been. Another yellow flag, and oh, is that Impossible Bacon? No. Will Ans is gone. And Capital's pulled off to the side, and we have a full-on safety car. For lap 4. Capital as well, DNFs in the pits. That's 2 drivers now. Capital, as in the first race, first attempted race, will not get points. Should only be one more lap with the safety car. Just gotta wait for Super Ninas and JCast to catch up to the pack, and we can get back racing here. Go. We're about to get back into it here. We'll get back up on board at the front pack here. Mystic actually goes deep into turn 1. Ryan Rod's trying to get the move on Matt Rosie. Matt not wanting to give way, and Texas Leech finding a little bit of lobby issues here. Dace looking up the inside line of Edwin there. Can't quite get that done. Lando maybe at one point was closer to Impossible Bake than he is now. But now we're going to follow our slalom through here. We're on lap 7. 30 full laps to go. You've just joined us. You haven't missed a whole hell of a lot. You've timed it perfectly, to be honest, if you have just joined us. Still have plenty of racing and still plenty of heartbreak. Dace collects the back of Edwin and punts Edwin through the turn, and Edwin's going to go all the way down the order. And that is quite unfortunate, all from just a mistimed break by Dace there. And he probably knows that he messed up, but once it happens, there's nothing that you can do. What's in the past is in the past nowadays. Jin down the inside line on Sui. Sui looks like he's going to battle this one out. Jin is able to squeak through and picks up a position. Takes the Fernando line. And similar to before, Mystic Joker slowly increasing that gap on Matt Rosie. And for the second time this race, DRS is up. Jin doesn't look like he's going to need it here. He's got the inside line shaped up here on Lando Norris. And Jin is able to get the position done, and Jacko is able to slip by as well. A couple of positions lost by the AlphaTauri there, unfortunately. Still, Matt Rosie keeps that gap to around 0.6 of a second. This time from Sui, but does well to not collect the back of J-Cast. But now he's going to be in some trouble here with Super Minas behind. Rosie got pretty close to Mystic Joker there. I wonder if Mystic may be feeling a little bit of heat. J-Cast as well, clearing Lando. Rosie actually putting in some pretty good times here. He's got far more ERS than Mystic. Well, I won't say far more, but he's got more ERS than Mystic here. We've got to remind ourselves that Matt is going for the turkey if race wins here. What is the history of Zandvoort Division 1? Oh, that's a great question. Last time we raced Zandvoort was all the way back in race week 5 of season 4, so just last season we raced it, and that win actually went to Mystic Joker, with Jin coming second and Fred Head. Gone but not forgotten, third. But now we have Matt Rosie going down the inside line. Matt Rosie actually doesn't look like he was even there. No, he finished 5th in the Alpine that race. Now he's looking for first, but Jin is able to edge it out and holds on to the lead. Ryan Rod's trying to sneak in there, but couldn't quite pick the position. And oh no, Helg spins out around turn 2 just before turn 3, and that will bring out another safety car. And then the time before then, last at Zandvoort, was race week 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, all the way back in season 2. That saw Jacko with the win. And Jay Chase in second, and Mystic Joker actually coming in third that race. Yolmir 4th, Kenny 5th, Seabury 6th, Mailmere 7th, Scavney 8th, JC Blackley 9th, and ZGS 10th. Some classic names. Everything, yes, PlayStation. Thank you, Mother Ellie. You are a wonderful assistant. K-Dog even up in Division 1 at that point. She's, of course, down in Division 4 now. Still kicking it. Enrique, an OG. Nikki, an OG. Apostle Bacon, Super Ninas, Pork Chops. MX Bloxham. That's an old name. Jeanette. Mystic Joker's got the unfortunate hards glitch. Came into the pit for some mediums, and unfortunately he got glitched and they threw on a set of hards. It does happen before, and it sucks. He is pissed. That's good insight. Safety car will go around once more. Still yet to complete half of the laps this race. There you go, there's your confirmation. The safety car is in this lap. I mean, if he was doing I'd imagine he was doing that on purpose. That was pretty damn good control. Now it's all on Smith Pell and when he's going to get it going. Him, Murfancelli, and Gina Twinett are still on the starting tire. Doesn't really catch Murphy out all too much. Should be able to hold the lead into turn 1. Jacko can't gain a position. Matt Rosie looking at a spot on Ryan Rod's here, but the door closed. JCast losing out to Super Ninas there. They want to get punted through that turn. Not this time around. Orlando looks down the inside line of Sui. Sui looks for a switchback, but be tough to come by on those hards. Ryan Rod's really tight on the back of Mystic here. Matt Rosie as well, very tight on the back. Texas Beach following everyone through, as is Dace. It seems like this front pack, if not, yeah, just Murph and Sally looks to be holding up a lot of people. Ryan Rod's really putting on the pressure here. We're going to get DRS again. And it's the third time that we get DRS. Jacko just edges out Murph and Sally there on the outside line of turn 1. Now Murph has got to worry about Mystic. There's actually Mystic's got to worry about Ryan Rods. Matt Rose is just sitting in behind, just watching all this take place. Murph is on 15 lap old mediums. He started the race with these bad boys and has rode them ever since. Just is able to get DRS on Jacko. Now Mystic has really got to try and time this last turn sling. Looks like Murph may have done enough. The straight doesn't seem like it's long enough, but no, Mystic is going to try and send it deep. Do as much as he can to try and hold it around the outside, but Murph edges him out. Doesn't seem like Murph's going to give up this position very easily too. Whoa, commentator's curse. Down the inside line goes Mystic Joker. And these two drag it out. And we got wheel to wheel here, but Murph touches some tires in the grass, and that just may have done it for Mystic, but no, Murph tries to come back. And he's got the inside line set, but Mystic is just able to get through. Now Ryan Rods wants to try and poach the position as well. Doesn't want to allow Mystic to get too far ahead, and he's going to just slip through nearly some contact. Now Matt Rosie wanting to get through on Murph as well. Everyone is just going super aggressive on Murph. And we're in a really tough spot here. Matt Rosie, importantly as well, just sneaking through. Now it's Texas Speech's turn. Texas Speech down the inside line. Murph is really trying to battle this out. Murph has lost so many positions in a matter of corners, but I'm not trying to brag on him at all for that, but he's in an extremely tough situation there. And Looks like he finally settles down into 8th. I can't blame that at all on Murph. He may have lost a handful of spots, but we'll get to that thought in a second here as Ryan Rods goes through, and Jinnit to win it as well goes through on Smith Pell. Jin jumps up into the lead of the race. Ryan Rods up in front of Mystic Joker now. It seems like Murphy was helping out Mystic for a bit there. But yes, back to the Murph. Murph was in a really tough spot. Once Mystic put him under pressure. Actually, Jack will kind of clear. Once Mystic put him under pressure, Ryan Rods felt extremely hurried to try and get through. Matt Rosa putting Mystic under a little bit of heat there, but doesn't get the overtake. Follows him so very closely. Wow. But yeah, Murph was, once he was in a battle, the driver behind saw where the weak side of the track was for Murph and then just countered that. And he just got countered by it 4 times over. And now is Matt going to try and send it deep? Yes, he is. He's going to try and make those mediums stick. Mystic doing as much as he can on those hards, and unfortunately, and he knows that those are not the favored tire for this part of the race. But if he keeps it close, he may be able to get something back in the end there. But right now, he's just gotta keep it tight. What the heck happened? Pork chops? Oh my. Just like a restarted lobby, and then forever to get the lobby going, and then 2 safety cars and a VSC. And my soccer game starts in 15 minutes. As soon as this race is over. Honestly, if there's another safety car, I might just kick it. Like, I told him I was going to be late, not miss the whole first half. But we'll see. We're sitting pretty well right now, so I'll knock on some wood. Keep the luck going. If we keep on this pace, we'll be fine. But yes, we are about to be on to lap 20. These laps do just kind of fly through here, so it's not the biggest issue at Zandvoort. But the most recent safety cars really changed things. Oh, I'm wearing my Midwest hoodie there, Mr. Pork. Very happy, very happy. Yes, I'm not going to be looking at you because my TV is over here, as people know. But we are still. We are still banging these laps through. Like I said, on lap 20, Jinnit to win it leads us here. Smith Pell following on 19 lap old mediums. He's probably going to try and go until softs. Jacko, I'd imagine, he might need one more pit stop there. He should need another pit stop, but he may try and send it to the end. We'll see. He is a wily driver, so he's usually bang on with his strategy. So we'll see what he has in his sleeve. We'll be looking at trying to come at Smith Pell there. Smith losing a little bit of time in that corner. Now Murphy Selly's going to lose another position, this time Scabney. Murphy at one point was all the way up just behind Smith Pell. Found himself into some difficulties and has fallen down the order ever since. I think Matt Rosie is just being patient here, as well as Ryan Rods. Mystic's just trying to keep pace. You can see he's a little more depleted in the ERS department. Start lap 22. Every driver still on the lead lap here. And pretty much every driver finding some sort of difficulty during this race. But if it were easy, won't be racing. Go. I don't think there might not be much happening for a little bit here. Matt Rosen here punting back to someone, or I might just commentate first this race and just bang another safety car. We'll see. Things really won't start kicking off until you see Jin or Smith Pell hit. Oh, and Jin actually throws a little bit of a curveball to Smith, but Smith is fine with pitting right now. It looks like a clean stop in the McLaren camp. Smith gets back out there. On those softs, he's going to have to go 13 laps on those bad boys. And now, what pace does Jin have up in front? A spun out Super Ninas and another safety car. So good. I'm going to put on my soccer socks while I wait. That one hurts. So Ryan Rod's text-to-speech and Scabney all up to state. Impossible Bacon as well with one lap fresher mediums. And the rest of the field comes in for some fresh softs. So this is going to get things a little bit spicy. But Ryan Rods leads us here. What can all these soft-tired compound drivers do? Matt Rosie may think about a dive onto Jacko in turn 1. Opts out. Now Jacko's just going to try and defend him hard and swings back across him, and Matt Rosie has to back away. Matt's got a long ways to go if he wants to try and get this win, as well as he's got Mr. Joker following behind him. Now Jin with a very ambitious move on Impossible Bacon here. And Impossible is forced to give way. And Jin is just an absolute nut when it comes to overtaking, and it just proved there. Not many people would attempt that move. I mean, sometimes he gets them right, and sometimes he gets them wrong, and right there he got it pretty damn right. Impossible Bacon getting out of the way of Jacko. Now Rosie goes right up and over the curb. That'd be some body damage. Ryan Rods and Texas Speech slowly working themselves away from the field. Now Rosie, gets up on the curb and loses some spots very quickly. Yellow flag in sector 3. That is Murphy Selly into the wall. Jin up through Scabby now. Try and work his way past Cake. How hard is Cake going to defend this? Of course, Cake does have a drive-through penalty. Yellow flag in sector 2, and that's Matt Rosie off. And Jin goes through. Matt Rosie is back up and on track. Green flag now. And Matt Rosie, the commentators cursed. Does not look like the turkey will take place today. But Jin is looking for a win here. He's got still some time to close down. DRS does help out Ryan Rods and Texas Speech, or mainly Texas Speech. Cake Thomas finally takes his drive-through penalty. And Dace, in the same area as Jin, goes through on Impossible. I'm not sure if what do you do right now if you're Impossible? That's twice now you've been overtaken in that very difficult area to overtake, and I didn't really see both times much of a opening that he left. Can't really say it's all too much his fault. I mean, of course, everything's 2020 in the past, so maybe a look back at his race rod might explain on how he was overtaken twice in a very peculiar spot on track. Of course, it can be had there, and but usually not like that. And Jacko will go through on Scabby now. Jacko's looking at a podium here. He's got some time to close down. As does Jin. Currently on lap 29, 36. Cake Thomas is well coming into the pit. We're looking at the fastest lap points here. Mr. Joker kind of caught up in the bunch here. Having a little trouble trying to clear Scavney. Scavney's getting 8 of DRS. Mystic really trying to get on Scavney there. Scavney closes the door. And Mystic getting ambitious on turn 3. Just pestering Scavney. This seems like a little bit more of Jinnett's winning driving here by Mystic. And still the feather touch that Mystic has with the controller. Quite impressive. Oh, Jin must have done something. He's lost some major time here. Now 2.5 seconds back of the leaders. Ryan Rods does have 2 wins this year. Yellow flag in sector 1. Matt Rosie once again finding some difficulties. And now this should be Mystic's time to do it. Ryan Rods is able to defend against Texas Speech for now. 5 full laps to go to decide this. Fastest lap currently sits with Murphy Silly. I mean, not done yet. Things could say, oh, what happened to text? I missed that completely. Ryan Rods now has a hefty gap on text here. And Jin's shout for second place isn't over. And Jacko's shout for a podium is still has a little bit of light at the end of its tunnel. As does Mystic Joker and a little bit of an outside chance, if you will, for Dace. Really, 4 drivers are potentially fighting for 1 podium position. Mystic and Jacko, very familiar with each other's driving styles, are finding themselves in another battle. Mystic does have the overall pace advantage on Jacko, but Jacko's very stern in his defending, and Texas Speech has lost out and is now in 3rd. And Mystic may be looking at 2 positions here, but Tex goes right over the curb, forcing Mystic to go over the curb. Now Texas back into 6th. He must have some sort of damage, or he's completely out of fuel. He doesn't have any fuel warning. Yeah, he should be fine. There's been 3. Yeah, I don't know. He must have some sort of damage. And yellow flag in sector 2. Gets himself picked back up. But we may be looking at an Aston Martin 1-2 finish here. Still have 3 full laps to settle it here. Mystic Joker trying to get another podium to make it a clean 9 on the season. I think Jacko might be actually looking for his first here. Look at the past results, I think it's true. Jacko is looking for his first podium. And he's closed the gap to Jinnett now. So now the help of DRS for Jacko will make it so Mystic is going to have even more troubles in trying to get past Jacko. Mystic is closing that gap to Jacko, but won't get close enough. Smith Pell gets around the outside on Scavney. Matt Rosie takes fastest lap now, trying to salvage what he can. Now JCast getting text-to-speech. There must be a combination of these tires falling off as well for text. But there has to be some sort of damage. Unfortunately, we can't see. Is Jacko going to try and get second place here? Mystic is really close to Jacko now. Jacko's closing that gap to Jin. Jin goes to defend and then pushes Jin back out and makes contact. Still on lap 35. Mystic trying to get second place. Mystic doesn't look like he's going to try and do it here. He's going to try and set him up for turn one. Ryan Rods is about to start us on lap 36. And Mystic will go through into second place. And Dace gets the door shut. Trying to avoid the drivers coming around turn one. Gets a little bit of J-cast. I don't think we're going to see Jin on the podium after their penalties are handed out, but it, as right now, stands as a 1-3 Aston Martin finish. Ryan Rods has put in some solid work here, and he's going to come around the final corner and he will take home race week 14 in season 5, getting his second win of the season. Well done to you, Ryan Rods. Mystic Joker with a hard fought second place, getting another podium, that being his 9th. In it to win it, coming over in third. Scavney will get 4th, and I imagine we might see a bump up there. JCast is able to get ahead of Lando Norris. Jacko coming over 6th in the end. Texas Beach just losing out to Lando Norris. Dace Sui, Impossible Bacon to come over ahead of Kate Thomas. One way to do it.